wait. You're planning on coming to Germany and you haven't watched this video? Just stop everything you're doing and watch this video to the end. Love, make sure you subscribe. These are the things I wish I knew before I came to Germany. I just wish somebody was there to tell me, Kucha girl, this is what you're going to experience when you go there. Shashi, when you just come without knowing anything, then that's where all this depression and all of this stress and everything begins. But when you know exactly what you're going to get yourself into, that is exactly what makes your transition very smooth, and your blending and everything will just work out for you. Number one are the difference in plugs. At least we also have 2-pin plugs. Here we don't have those 3-pin plugs like the ones we use a lot at home. Everything is 2-pin plug. You don't even need to carry that 2-pin plug. Everything here is 2-pin plug, so we're safe. We're safe. You don't need to, every time my mom will come and be like, "Why are you taking my charger?" Those fighting for 2-pin plug chargers. Yeah, here everything socket, all of the sockets are just 2-pin plug, so no worries about that. And it's useless if you carry any 3-pin plug because it's not gonna fit in anything. I carried my laptop and it had a 3-pin plug, and I had to literally buy another, like laptop charger connector with the one with 2-pin plug. Number two, a lot of shops are closed on Sundays. So on Sundays you find literally like little coffee shops, or maybe like just little those restaurants and stuff like that, but mostly all the shops are closed. You go in town, it's super quiet. It's All the shops are literally closed, so if you want to do shopping, make sure you do everything until Saturday. Otherwise, wait for Monday. And sometimes Sunday, it's very hard to literally have to wait until Monday. Moving on, the other thing you need to know is that here we drive on the right side. Don't drive on the left, which was very hard for me, especially with the bike. Even the bikes, you need to make sure that you are on the right when you are cycling. Everything is, we have passed right, 10 left, pass right. Here is the other way around, 10 right, pass left. So if you're a driver and you plan on coming here and you're coming to drive, we drive on the right and not on the left side like at home. And pedestrians as well, when you're walking, is mostly walking on the right, and then the people pass on the left, cycling on the right. People pass on the, everybody's cycling on their right, or walking on their right, driving on their right. That's what it actually means to, keep left, no, keep right, pass right. Keep left, yeah. Keep left, pass right. Keep right, pass left. That's here. There is no jaywalking. There's no jaywalking. Even if it's at night and all the traffic lights are red and you are the only one, there are no cars passing by, do not cross the road. You should wait until it's your turn, until it's green, so you can cross. Shashi, you won't even know where this the police is hiding. Somewhere, somehow, they just show up. Like, where are you coming from? We don't know. Just when you're crossing, and then suddenly they are there. Like, how or where did you come from? So just try to always adhere to the traffic lights. And yeah, or even if you just cross like that, a lot of Germans here will just stand and look at you like, what is wrong with you? So it's normalized here. It's not just this, things we have back home where you just quickly cross and stuff like that. So jaywalking is not allowed. Now let's talk about the main thing, Bakwet, the language. That is like the most important thing, Shashi. A lot of people here, even if they speak a little bit of English, most of them are not very comfortable speaking English. So you have to have the language. You have to speak the language, especially if you come here and you're living in a small town. You need to know how to speak the language. And I was so surprised to see that even in bigger offices like Ausländer Behörde, which is like Home Affairs, or at the bank or at the embassy and stuff like that, people still insist on like speaking German. They really just want to do it in German. So you make sure that you speak German, because otherwise you're going to be behind with a lot of things. You won't understand a lot of things. And while we're talking about the language, the bureaucracy mostly on documentation that is in this country, that will just get you on your nerves. Shashi, you get a lot of documents, you get a lot of papers. As soon as you just land in the country, the papers are also landing in your mailbox. They come to your place like nobody's business. We have post office at home, but we rarely use those post offices. We rarely use the post offices, so it's not really an everyday thing. But here, it's always you always have like a document in your mailbox. When it comes to your workplace, probably sending you your pay slips or sending you your contract. And when it comes to contracts, you need to make sure that you read the contract properly. It's going to be in German. Everything is going to be in German, and in this case, you need to make sure that you read everything carefully. You either Google Translate and then you read everything, or you get a German friend that you trust who can read and translate these things for you, Shashi. Once you sign Opue, you need to make sure that you know what you're signing. Otherwise, you might get yourself into trouble just because you don't know what's going on. I can attest to one where my residence payment was still being processed, and then I signed the document. Little did I know that I was saying I won't get paid until my residence document or residence permit rather came out. By the time my residence permit came out, they were like, okay, here's your pay, and it was like below, below average. And I was like, what happened? They said, no, we had an agreement that you are only going to get paid after your residence permit was out. And I was like, yo, the beginnings are not easy. This, you need to have strength. You need to, I can't stress enough on how strong you have to be, especially in the beginning when you're starting off, ne? Yeah. This is a different world. Ooh. Okay, now let's move on to getting a home. Yeah, when you're getting an apartment to rent, you need to make sure you actually do your research properly, because an apartment could say 3 room apartment, and 3 room apartment might just mean that you get 1 bedroom and the other 2 rooms are a sitting room and a bathroom. That is very normal here. It might come open with no kitchen, meaning you have to buy your own kitchen. By kitchen, I mean there's no zinc, there's no stove, there's no fridge, it's just open, like it's just an open area. But also just to get an apartment, or to move into an apartment with somebody, because we also have what is called vege, which is living together basically. So people come from different walks of life and then they come and live in this one house. And if you want to move in this house, whoever you find in this house is going to give you an interview. So you're going to get your appointment, you come to the house, you sit down, and they interview you. They ask for your hobbies, they ask if you smoke, if you have pets, everything, everything. And from all of that, they're going to decide whether or not they're going to accept you. It's not just this, yeah, we have a house to rent, you find out quickly and then you are in. Also, they are going to check to make sure that you are able to, um, pay for renting in this place and you won't have any problems. So all of these things, they everything is an appointment. And while talking about appointments, here you have to make an actually appointment. Just to get an appointment in June, for instance, you need to make this appointment maybe in February or March, depending on what you are making an appointment for. I went to my doctor, I had issues with my eyes, and he gave me a referral to go and see like the eye doctor and so forth. And I made an appointment, and this time, this was like December, and I got the appointment April the following year. So I was like, what if there's an infection? What if something is about to, what if something is wrong right now that can only be cured or be taken care of if it's attended to right now, compared to like after 5 months? Like, what are you saying? But there's no negotiating, there's no saying what, unless you're about to die, that's when it's going to be different. But otherwise, that's how it works with appointments. Every time you meet a group of people, you meet up and then you're maybe having some drinks and so forth. As soon as you are done, you make an appointment for the next meet. This one was really almost very shocking, culturally shocking for me. But then before people leave, they're like, okay, so when do we meet again? And no, I'm free in 2 months' time. Oh yeah, I'm also going to be free in 2 months' time on the 15th. Oh, me too, me too. Okay, we meet again in 2 months' time. All right, cool. Whose house are we going to meet at? No, at this house, this house, this house. Okay, then they plan everything. So make an appointment. You're going to see your mother. Make an appointment. You need to make an appointment for everything. Otherwise, I don't know. People won't be waiting for you. So, sure. And just a quick question: did you subscribe already? Because if you didn't, please go ahead and subscribe. I'm waiting. You subscribe? Good, okay. And the other thing is, before you come, it's always like, no, oh my God, I'm going to Europe. And, even I had a different perspective of how Europe was. When you're at home, you think, oh my God, it's probably this luxurious place. It's gold everywhere, wherever you're working, and you're just going to make money. You're going to have a lot of money where you're going to, like bring back home. And you start promising people, which as soon as I arrive in Europe, oh my God, I'm going to be, no, darling, it is not like that. Number one, you come here, you need to humble yourself. That's the first thing. You need to humble yourself. As you are learning the language, you are getting integrated. You are getting people who have different attitudes and different, ways of making friends or understanding your needs and stuff like that. You're going to find the weather, which is cold like 70% of the time, and then when it's hot, it's like hot. Like right now, I can't even. It's like super super hot. So it's not like that. And also, when you what you get paid because of the currency, when you listen to how much it is while you are in Namibia, for instance, it is really a lot of money because you convert, euros to Namibian money. But don't forget that you are spending in Europe the same euros. So it's gonna be a lot more. Ngashinge no bread, for instance, is I don't know, €1 20 cents, €1 30 cents. How much is that in Namibian dollars? You are buying bread for like 30 Namibian dollars. So you can already see the difference. My friend, you could be earning 20,000 Namibian dollars, but you are broke. You are broke. You're broke because you're spending it here. Unless you really, stay for a while, you learn the language, and then you get a proper job which really pays you more. And also, the more you get paid, the more tax you have to pay. That's the other thing also. But I I'm not complaining because I got myself here, and That's also because there are more benefits compared to like back home. They like insurance, medical aid, and stuff like that. Even if you are expecting, you are able to depending on where you are working, you can stay home and still get your salary while you are just at home. Or even if you lose your job, you're still able to get paid for a specific period of time until you find a new job. So those are the benefits that we are running towards. Man, know you are going to instantly become rich and stuff like that. No, that's not how it's going to be. You come here, you might get depressed more than you have ever experienced in your life. So yeah. So Natango, every city has its own rules basically. When you move from one city to another, you need to register yourself that you are out of this city and then you are in the new city. It's not just Kucha, you are living in Windhoek and now you decide you're going to live in the north. You get up and go. No, when you go to the north, you must register yourself at the city center, whatsoever they call it in the north. Kucha, I have arrived. Now I'm staying in the north. So, change my whole documents and the papers will follow you where you are. Then when you come from here and go to another place, it's the same again. But what I was talking about was mostly the transport system. Transport systems are also different. In smaller towns, you don't really have trams and trains and buses, not always. Sometimes you usually use taxis, which are quite expensive also. It's not like at home also where you just stand and hike and then you get the taxi. You need to call again, back to appointment. You need to call and tell them, Kucha, I need you to come pick me up in 2 hours or 3 hours at this specific place, and the taxi is gonna come pick you up. And as soon as you go in, the meter starts counting, Kucha, how like the distance and how much you have to pay according to the distance that you use. And yeah, that's just how it is. So in some cities you need a car, or you are going to be cycling or using taxis. And also, get ready to run. Get ready to run for buses, get ready to run for trains, get ready to run for trams. Just get ready to run. You come here wearing your heels at Domoni Hunanenari, because most of the streets, it's not really just like tire road. It's little stones, man, little stones where your heel can literally just penetrate inside the toe. I don't know. So you need to make sure that you are always comfortable in most cases. That's why I know I like sneakers and stuff like that. And these sneakers also, I don't know why they are not always washed and they're always looking dirty, but that's a story for another day. So you need to get ready to run, because there are always, there's always like your train arrives at this time and then your bus leaves at this time. So you need to like run from this train to another. But it's normal. It's normal here for people to run with their suitcases, with, strollers, with plastic bags, and they're always carrying stuff. So you just come and normalize your life and your situation, and you can blend in and look like you are one of them. That's what is called integration, I guess. Here you have one hot meal, which is during the day around 12 o'clock. In the morning, bread. In the night, bread. 6 o'clock is dinner. 6 o'clock is dinner, and dinner is bread. I cannot imagine preparing dinner and calling my mom or my dad, Kucha, come and have dinner, and just to come and see on the table is two slices of bread, cheese, and I don't know, maybe sausage, and yeah, no, no. And at 6 o'clock, no house, and then you must still sleep 7, 8, 9, 10 to wake up tomorrow, and I must still be okay after just eating bread at 6. Yeah, it's a lie. Yeah. I can't. But this is how it is, and you are not like forced to do this. So you are in your household. Obviously, you are going to do your things your way. But it's things like if you are in a, I don't know, hostel, or you are in like the hospital or such places where you are being saved. That's how it works. So you need to be strong. You need to be strong. Our black men, I don't know. Until you're not Korea, that's not how we become upelema. For the ladies, when you're moving to Germany, in your suitcase, darling, just leave all the clothes you have back home. I maybe not all of them, Anisha. She the swag here. It's not very pleasant. But just put in the necessary ones. But mostly in that suitcase, put in hair, my friend. Put all the hair you can put inside. Put the hair food, put the relaxer, whatever is it that you use, put it in that. Shashin here, it's so pricey. It's really pricey. Like just the hair, you can either get it from Amazon or the African shops that we have here. They really have a lot of African things, but on the pricey side, like just one packet of hair, the one you can get for, I don't know, it's 12, $11 at cosmetics or Pep. Here you get it for like 3, 5 euros, which is 100 and something, one packet. So I tell you, pack in your suitcase, just put the hair, put all of the hair inside, and you are going to save yourself. And also packing like winter clothes and stuff, it's not going to help here, because the winter clothes we have at home is for Namibian winter. Here you need extra winter clothes that is from here that will really keep you warm. So yeah, pack essentials, the clothes and stuff. Just pack the hair, pack the food also, like food that you will need, things that can obviously be transported. pack those things like the biltongs and the spices and I don't know, the mahango flour maybe, and all of those things. Those are the things you need to pack. Otherwise, and also learn how to do your own hair. Learn how to braid your hair. Shashi here, you're going to braid your hair for 50 euros, 100, 150 euros. And that's like 2,000, 3,000 American dollars. Imagine just doing your hair for that. And for the guys, you need to make sure that you know how to cut your hair, because also going to these hairdressers and stuff just to cut your hair is like 150 Namibian dollars. So yeah, things are different. Things are different. Different currencies, different everything. It's also different because people are also getting paid more, and then you get paid more, you also pay out more, so that the other people also get paid more and also get ready to walk long distances. People rarely take buses. They do, but then a lot of people like walking. So walking, gosh, from Katura shop right to town is normal. So when it comes to the level of respect, it's not the same as the level of respect at home. So don't be surprised when you hear a child calling a parent by their name. Chicken girl. Me calling my mom. I can't even, you see, I can't even say it out. I can't even say it out because it feels, I cringe just thinking about it. So you just entering the house and you're calling your father, Paulus, Paulus. Oh, just imagine how he's going to react to you, Pucha. So here it's like that. You can just call them like that. So the level of respect is very different. Don't be surprised if you are not being aunted or uncled because you feel like you are older than this child. That's how it is here. And the very, very last thing that I need to let you know before you come all the way is the food. Nah? The food, oh, especially when it comes to meat. Our meat back home is like the best. It's like the one. Things like a pig head and trotters, matangaras, and goat head. Oof. All of those things. Those things here, you find them, but then some are like washed, man, like overwashed. I even thought they were put in jik or something because it's like super white. The matangara is white, white, white. I'm gonna see if I'll find a picture to put it somewhere here, but then it's white. All of those things are way. All of those, no smell in your man to the I can't believe I'm saying this, but then man, omatanga, you don't need to like wash the thing most. Everything to go. You just wash a little bit because that keeps the taste. I'm just salivating talking about this. So those things, there is no luxury of that here. And then on the natango, everything is taken off, like the skin. It's just the the skull with maybe the brain and just a little bit of meat, but the skin is removed. So it's not the same. The chicken also tastes like, I don't know, like it drank a lot of water or something. That's how I was telling my family when I went back home, because it really tastes like it's also washed or kaboom, and there's no taste. There's no taste. But yeah, you can. There are other cuisines like German cuisines themselves are very nice, but then things that you want to cook like which are from back home, no, they're you don't find like the best quality like what we have back home. But otherwise, you come and enjoy your kartoffel, which is potato, schnitzel, and all of those, bratwurst, sausages, and stuff like that that you find here in Germany. Those are the German cuisines, and those are really also nice, just not every day. So yeah, I think I've covered everything so far that you're supposed to know before you move to Germany. If I remember any other, then I'm gonna make another video to talk about those. But otherwise, these are the things that I wish I knew before I came to Germany. And now that I know, I'm glad I actually, able to tell you guys so that you also know exactly what you're getting yourself into before you come to the country. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you're already living in Germany and you have different experiences, things you wish you knew, please comment down below. Let us know what your experiences were. And if you are planning to come to Germany and you have other questions, don't hesitate to put them in the comments below. I'm going to answer you as convenient as I can. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I love you guys so much. So auf Wiedersehen, auf Wiederhören. Tschüss.